Have you ever noticed that while your legs still feel strong, your steps seem less stable than they used to be? Sometimes, even when you're mentally ready to move forward, your legs don't respond the way you expect. Small slips that once felt trivial now make it harder to stay upright. While many assume this is just part of getting older, the real issue often goes deeper. What most people don't realize is that this instability may stem from a decline in nerve health caused by poor absorption of critical nutrients. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at taking in the vitamins necessary for proper nerve signaling and muscle coordination. According to Harvard Health Publishing, a lack of certain key vitamins, particularly those essential for nerve communication and reflexes, can quietly undermine balance, posture, and movement control, especially during nighttime or sudden changes in position. The encouraging news? There's a straightforward way to help counter this problem by restoring those missing nutrients through targeted supplementation. Up next, we'll look at 3 vital nutrients that support faster reflexes, better coordination, and overall leg stability. First up is vitamin B12. If your legs feel slower to respond, or if you've experienced sensations like tingling or a pins and needles feeling in your calves or the soles of your feet, it could be a warning sign that your B12 levels are low. This often overlooked vitamin plays a key role in keeping the nervous system functioning properly, something that's especially crucial as we grow older. Think of vitamin B12 as a vital signal carrier, helping your brain communicate effectively with your muscles. Every time you take a step, your brain sends a message down your spine and through your nerves to your leg muscles. Without enough B12, that message can be delayed, scrambled, or even lost. The result? Sluggish movement, dulled reflexes, tripping, and a general sense that your legs aren't working as smoothly as they should. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with low B12 levels often suffer from weakened leg muscles, balance problems, and slow reflexes. They're also more likely to deal with numbness in their extremities, lingering muscle fatigue, and slight tremors when standing for long stretches. These symptoms don't just affect mobility, they increase the likelihood of falls, one of the top reasons older adults are hospitalized or lose their independence. A major reason B12 deficiency is so common in older people is that their stomachs produce less acid over time. Adequate stomach acid and a compound called intrinsic factor are both essential for absorbing vitamin B12 from food. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less stomach acid, a key element needed to extract vitamin B12 from food. On top of that, many people take antacids or acid-suppressing medications long-term, which further reduces the stomach's ability to release B12 during digestion. And to make matters worse, the typical diet of older adults often lacks enough B12-rich foods like organ meats, red meat, eggs, seafood, and whole dairy products. Vitamin B12 is found almost exclusively in animal-derived foods. Just one cooked serving of beef liver, around 85 grams, contains up to 70 micrograms of B12, over 10 times the average adult's daily requirement. Other solid sources include salmon, mackerel, poultry, eggs, and cheese. For those who avoid meat or follow a vegetarian diet, alternatives like fortified soy milk, enriched cereals, or B12-enhanced bread can help fill the gap. Still, even with sufficient dietary intake, older adults may struggle to absorb vitamin B12 effectively. This is why healthcare providers often recommend supplementation, either through oral tablets, sublingual drops, or intramuscular injections, depending on individual needs. Methylcobalamin in particular, is one of the most easily absorbed and utilized forms of B12, especially for people with digestive challenges. The general daily recommendation for adults is about 2.4 micrograms of B12. However, those at risk of deficiency, especially seniors, may be advised to take doses ranging from 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day. In cases where absorption is significantly impaired, even higher doses may be prescribed under medical supervision, either orally or via injection. Fortunately, B12 is a water-soluble vitamin, meaning the body safely eliminates any unused excess through urine, making overdose very unlikely. What many people don't know is that getting enough vitamin B12 can also have a noticeable impact on mental performance. In addition to causing muscle weakness, B12 deficiency has been linked to chronic fatigue, forgetfulness, lack of focus, and mild mood disorders like depression. Once proper B12 levels are restored, people often report stronger legs, clearer thinking, improved mood, and better quality sleep within just a few weeks of consistent use. If you're frequently feeling heaviness in your legs, having trouble maintaining balance during quick turns, or experiencing unexplained muscle soreness in your calves or thighs, it may be worth checking your B12 levels. A simple blood test can identify whether a hidden deficiency is affecting your movement and stability. Supplementing with B12 isn't just about improving reflexes and restoring nerve communication, it's also a powerful way to prevent falls. Leg strength relies not just on muscles, but on a responsive nervous system capable of executing every step with precision. And that's where vitamin B12 proves to be truly essential. Have you ever tried taking vitamin B12 supplements? If so, did you notice any changes after a few weeks? You're welcome to share your experience in the comments. Your story might inspire or help someone else understand just how vital this seemingly small nutrient can be. Now, let's talk about another often overlooked vitamin that plays a huge role in leg health: vitamin K. When people think about strong legs, they usually focus on building muscle or maintaining bone density. But there's another crucial factor: joint flexibility and proper calcium distribution throughout the body. And this is exactly where vitamin K becomes essential. Despite its low profile, vitamin K serves as a kind of internal traffic controller, guiding calcium to where it belongs. It ensures calcium is deposited in the bones while keeping it out of places where it shouldn't accumulate, like your joints, tendons, and blood vessels. Unlike stimulants or painkillers, vitamin K doesn't give an immediate energy boost. Instead, it works in the background, steadily supporting skeletal health by regulating calcium placement. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can end up in soft tissues, contributing to stiff joints, knee discomfort, hardened ligaments, or even plaque buildup in arteries. Over time, these issues can limit mobility and reduce leg flexibility. Research from Tufts University School of Medicine found that older adults with adequate levels of vitamin K not only enjoyed stronger bones, but also experienced less joint deterioration. Participants reported less discomfort when walking long distances or standing for extended periods. One reason vitamin K is so effective is that it activates a protein called osteocalcin. This protein helps bind calcium into the bone matrix, reinforcing the skeleton from within. In this way, vitamin K doesn't just protect bone strength, it also safeguards joint health, particularly in high-impact areas like the knees and ankles, which bear the brunt of everyday movements like standing, sitting, walking, and turning. As we age, the cushioning cartilage around our joints tends to wear down. Without sufficient vitamin K, this degeneration can accelerate, leading to chronic stiffness or aching, especially after movement or first thing in the morning. Interestingly, vitamin K also plays a role in neuromuscular function. Poor calcium regulation caused by a K deficiency can lead to mixed up messages between muscles and nerves. This may result in muscle cramps, poor coordination, or that familiar tingling after staying in one position for too long. Getting enough vitamin K helps create balance between your bones, nerves, and muscles, allowing your body to move more fluidly and respond more effectively to sudden shifts, whether it's stepping over a curb, pivoting quickly, or maintaining balance when bumped. There are two primary forms of vitamin K, K1 and K2. Vitamin K1 is primarily found in leafy greens like spinach, kale, cabbage, and broccoli. On the other hand, vitamin K2 is mostly present in fermented foods such as natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, egg yolks, and organ meats like liver. While K1 mainly aids in healthy blood clotting and vascular integrity, K2 is more effective at directing calcium into bones, where it can truly strengthen your skeletal system. Research has shown that K2 stays active longer in the body and has a more pronounced impact on bone density in older adults. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough of this important nutrient? If you regularly consume green vegetables, whether in salads, soups, or steamed with olive oil, you're likely covering your K1 needs. However, K2 is harder to obtain, especially if you don't eat fermented foods or avoid animal products like liver. For seniors, it's often best to get a combination of both forms to fully support bone integrity and joint function. The general guideline for daily vitamin K intake is around 90 to 120 micrograms, depending on your age, sex, and health status. But if you're dealing with bone issues like osteoporosis or taking anticoagulants such as warfarin, it's crucial to consult a healthcare provider before adding vitamin K supplements, as it could interact with medications. Many people have shared that after 1 or 2 months of regularly consuming more vitamin K-rich foods, they noticed improved joint comfort, smoother movement in the knees, and greater ease when getting up from a seated position. While the results aren't immediate, vitamin K gradually strengthens bones and stabilizes joints, leading to tangible benefits over time. One lesser-known benefit of vitamin K is its positive impact on circulation, especially in the legs. Healthy blood vessels mean that your muscles and bones receive adequate oxygen and nutrients, which is crucial for post-activity recovery. This is particularly valuable for older adults, especially those with conditions like diabetes, peripheral artery disease, or sluggish circulation. If you've ever heard a crunching sound in your knees, felt stiffness in your hips after waking up, or experienced cold or tingling legs after sitting too long, it might be your body's quiet signal that it's running low on vitamin K. A simple way to support your movement health long-term is to incorporate more leafy greens, fermented foods like kimchi or natto, or consider a quality K2 supplement. The third key nutrient, potassium. Among all the minerals essential for coordinated movement and cardiovascular stability, potassium plays one of the most crucial roles. It helps muscles contract and relax at the right moments, keeps your heartbeat steady, and ensures your limbs remain flexible. You might have heard about it in connection with electrolytes or noticed it listed on sports drink labels. But beyond hydration, potassium is vital for preventing sudden muscle cramps at night and that shaky feeling you get after prolonged standing. Potassium isn't just a simple mineral, it's a vital electrolyte. That means it carries an electrical charge and helps transmit signals from nerves to muscles. Thanks to potassium, your body can execute controlled muscle movements followed by proper relaxation. When your potassium levels drop, this communication system breaks down. The result? You may experience painful muscle cramps, spontaneous twitching, irregular heart rhythms, or overall fatigue, even if you haven't exerted yourself. The National Institutes of Health reports that potassium deficiency, known medically as hypokalemia, is a major contributor to reduced mobility in older adults. Many hospitalizations in elderly patients are linked to falls or abnormal heart rhythms after using diuretics without also replenishing potassium. The challenge is that the early signs of low potassium are often subtle, perhaps just a light tremor, calf tingling, or feeling unusually tired after walking short distances. If ignored, these symptoms can progress. One of potassium's primary functions is to enable the nervous system to relay commands to your muscles. For you to walk, nerves must deliver signals that muscle cells respond to. But without enough potassium inside those cells, that communication weakens or becomes erratic, leading to sluggish movement, poor coordination, or the sensation that your legs aren't responding. This is also why low potassium levels are often linked to tripping, even on flat ground. Additionally, potassium is critical for maintaining steady heartbeats and healthy blood pressure. Inadequate levels can result in dizziness, fatigue, and difficulty balancing, especially when changing positions quickly, like standing after sitting for a while or going downstairs. Potassium also plays a hidden but vital role in protecting your bones. It helps minimize calcium loss through the urine, indirectly supporting bone strength. When we consume too many acid-forming foods, like red meat or heavily processed products, the body compensates by pulling calcium from the bones to help balance internal pH levels. However, a diet rich in potassium from fruits and vegetables can buffer this acidity without depleting your calcium reserves. This natural balancing act is a little-known way to slow bone loss over time. So, what are some good sources of potassium? Luckily, this mineral is present in many everyday foods that are easy to include in your diet. For instance, one medium banana has around 420 milligrams of potassium, while a baked sweet potato offers up to 540 milligrams. Other excellent options include legumes like lentils, black beans, and soybeans, as well as leafy greens like spinach and collard greens, tomatoes, watermelon, and coconut water. Even a whole baked potato with the skin on can pack more than 900 milligrams, more than double what you'd get from a banana. The recommended daily intake for potassium is about 3,400 milligrams for adult men and 2,600 milligrams for adult women. However, many older adults fall short of these targets due to low-sodium diets, reduced consumption of fresh produce, or medications like diuretics that increase potassium loss through urine. In such cases, supplementation might be necessary, but only under close medical supervision, especially for individuals with kidney issues, since excessive potassium can cause serious heart rhythm disturbances. One of the earliest signs of potassium deficiency is cramping at night, often in the calves, or a twitching sensation while lying down. Many attribute these symptoms to dehydration or muscle fatigue, but frequent recurrence may point to a lack of potassium. Some people also report their legs feeling unusually heavy, or describe walking as if they're dragging extra weight with each step. These are clear signs that your muscles aren't receiving the right nerve signals or enough energy to contract and relax properly. If you're searching for a simple way to improve muscle performance and reduce the risk of falling, consider making small dietary changes. Add green vegetables, fresh fruits, beans, or even coconut water into your daily routine. You don't have to overhaul your whole diet overnight. Even swapping an afternoon snack for a banana or a roasted sweet potato can boost your potassium intake by several hundred milligrams. A small shift that may have a powerful impact on muscle strength and stability. Have you ever dealt with leg cramps or muscle fatigue? Have you tried using potassium-rich foods like bananas, coconut water, or sweet potatoes for relief? Your story might help someone else discover a simple, natural way to manage these symptoms, often more effectively than medication. We've now covered 3 quiet yet powerful nutrients that can significantly influence your ability to move confidently and stay balanced as you age. Vitamin B12, vitamin K, and potassium. It's easy to underestimate how much a minor deficiency can affect coordination, reaction time, and day-to-day stability. But addressing these hidden gaps in nutrition can make a real difference, not just in how you move, but in how secure and capable you feel in your body. That's the beauty and complexity of the human body. It's a finely tuned system where everything is connected, and even the smallest details matter. Vitamin B12 helps ensure smooth communication between your brain and muscles, keeping each step balanced and controlled. Vitamin K works quietly in the background, making sure calcium goes where it's needed, into your bones, not your joints, so they stay strong and flexible. Meanwhile, potassium acts like an internal electrical signal, helping your body stay in sync, from the rhythm of your heartbeat to the coordination in your legs. The best part? You don't need a complete lifestyle overhaul to feel the difference. Start small. Add a handful of greens to your lunch. Snack on a banana or enjoy a baked sweet potato in the afternoon. These simple, consistent habits can help reduce sudden leg discomfort, nighttime cramps, or even the risk of an unexpected fall. Good health doesn't come from extreme diets or miracle cures. It comes from listening to your body and responding with steady, supportive care. Pay attention, give your body what it truly needs, and stay committed one day at a time. Your legs and your entire body will thank you with steps that feel stronger, steadier, and more free. If you found this information helpful, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you won't miss upcoming updates. Have you tried any of the nutrients we discussed today? Vitamin B12, K, or potassium? I'd love to hear how they've impacted your life. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your journey might encourage someone else to take that first small but powerful step toward better health. Wishing you strength, peace of mind, and full confidence in every step you take. I'll see you in the next video, where every improvement begins with just one wise choice.